Hi, I'm Eric Rosenbarker, Technical Support Analyst here at QED Technologies. Today, we will be working on 150mm scraper alignments. The importance of scraper alignments are to obtain optimal fluid performance and to increase the longevity of our hardware. To do this, you will need a set of metric Allen wrenches, specifically a 5mm and 1.5mm, a set of shims, and a flashlight. Let's get into it. First step, we want to make sure our scraper is in the completely lowered position. Next, we will remove the knob that retains the scraper to the body. And carefully remove. Now, to aid in our scraper alignment, we want to use a 1.5mm wrench and remove the nozzle from the body. And from here, you can see the adjustments. We have our Y adjustment right here and our X adjustment right there. To adjust the Y, there are two screws located at the bottom of the bracket, here and here. And to adjust the X, you have two screws on the face, here and here. Next, we will put the scraper back on and we can move into our alignment. So first I start off by placing my flashlight behind the scraper pins so I can see the gap between them all. And you can see that it's relatively misaligned on this side. So that means we need to adjust it in Y, making sure that our scraper is not pressed against our wheel. Adjust it backwards until the engagement of the pins against the wheel is exactly the same from one side of the wheel to the other. Now you can see we have the same level of tension from one side to the next. And now we can move on to our X adjustment. And now we have even engagement. Now what you want to do is then lock your screws down for your X and your Y adjustments. And the key important part here is to make sure that you do not tighten these too much, because you still want some adjustability if you need to, because things can shift. And once it's fully set, then you can set your stop collar to ensure that it does not rub against the wheel. So then we'll take this blue shim here, and we can set our height. So we'll push it up. And now that it's there, all we have to do is bring our stop collar up to the top and lock it in. And then just check beyond that, bring it down, bring it back up, and make sure it does not scrape against the wheel. And that concludes.